Good morning. Welcome to the Tuesday Meet the Vaal. It's just after the Betway Summer Cup. It was a great weekend. Just want to take you through the changes for the card that I have for you Monday morning. The race 3, take out number 8, Amaze Me. That's out. Race 5, take out the 1, Banner Bridge. Race 6, take out the 1, Tiger Storm. Race 6, take out the 4, Pile of Millions. And race 7, number 11, 1 Tiger. That is not running as far as Tuesday's meeting is concerned. We're racing on the outside track. A reminder about the Blue Voucher competition. Congratulations to the winners thus far. Remember to send the word hi to the WhatsApp number 072 767 9175 and answer their 2 questions, and you'll hopefully be the winner to get uploaded with a 5,000 Rand Blue Voucher. They're giving away up to 20,000, so that's on a weekly basis, and hopefully you guys, or a monthly basis, the 20,000, 5,000 every week, and hope you're part of it. All right, Daryl's with me. We're going to talk the bipod, the first leg. Let's first of all catch up about Betway Summer Cup Day. I mean, that was a
really fantastic.
Good day, eh? Wasn't it excellent?
I loved it, except for I did my money.
Yes,
Didn't back a winner. I don't think I survived one leg of any exotic.
I don't think you're the only one. I think there are a few that actually came under pressure, but there was some very good racing.
Absolutely, and congrats to Frank Robinson, Tristan Godden, and all the connections. It was great to see a win. The most under sufferance in the entire race.
Yeah.
And did you see her going through the 400? She was cantering.
She
couldn't get a run on that inside running.
Couldn't get a run. He pulled her out.
One bar further. Yeah.
Excellent ride by Tristan Godden. He had to pull her out because if he didn't pull her out, she would have been in trouble. But he got her out and he got up to win. Now, obviously, there was an incident in the race, and it's unfortunate. But that Jared Penny has a fractured rib. He's going to be out for a while, and of course, Sereno Moodley has a fractured spine, one of the vertebrae, unfortunately, and he'll be out for a while, but doesn't need an op. On that basis, they're not riding, obviously, on Tuesday, so we've got jockey changes. But let's get to second race betting and tell you that number 7 on the card on this Monday morning, Tempranillo, has been priced up at 9 to 10. That should win. One Seed Seekers 11 to 10, second choice, and the market's got an absolute 2-horse race. Darryl, what are your take on it?
Yeah, opening leg of the bipod, I think you can bank it either or. Numbers 1 and 7, I think they'll dominate. Number 5, Stonywood, Clyde. We know he's a full brother to Dice, and he has been gelded since his poor debut effort. That wasn't a strong field whatsoever, so the jury's out. There's no doubt he can improve, but I don't think he can trouble numbers 1 and 7 based on that debut effort. Now, Tempranillo was beaten by Seed Seeker last night. It was at Turfentine over 1160. They now both dropped to 1,000 meters, and strictly because of the false rail, or the way the course is set at the configuration, the outside rail is in by 10 meters,
right,
with a spur, I think, at the 600 or 700 meter marker. The inside sets at 0. So I've got a inkling that they are going to favor the middle inside. And for that reason, I'll bank at number 7, Tempranillo. I actually think she'll prefer the drop more than what Seed Seeker. So I'll give her a chance of reversing that form. But like I said, I do believe they'll dominate.
Okay. Let's take a look at what the bipod looks like for race number 2. So the 7 we're bankering. And then we've got all those horses. Obviously, the last leg, Darryl making very hard. So he's put all those horses in. What is that, field almost? The back.
Basically,
is it field?
Yeah.
Just about. Okay, interesting. That's the bipod 576. On to the third now. This is a maiden plate. It's over the 1,800 meters, and it should run at about 1:15. Some might be asking about rain. Well, when we were doing this on Monday morning, only 1.5 mil had fallen over Sunday night into Monday morning. So Vaal should be good at this point in time. I know South Turfentine had a lot of rain on Sunday night. Hopefully no more, and we'll be okay for Thursday. Now, the jockey changes in this race. I can tell you Callan Murray's riding number 4, Chicksaw, and Prentice and Butu's on the 9 come together. So just a reminder about using Blue Voucher to top up your betting account. Doesn't matter who you bank with. You just go into your bank, and whomever you bank with, they've got the Blue Voucher option. You can use it, and it keeps matters private. Nobody knows ultimately that it's coming from a bank account or whatever the case may be, and it's probably safer to use the blue voucher option than the bank. Now, in terms of the betting, number 3, Frangipani, is the 2-1 favorite. Number 2, Blood of Eden, is the second favorite at 28-10. 4, Chickasaw is trading at 5-1. Number 7, War Talk, that's been marked up this point in time at 15-2 on Monday morning with Betway. And number 1, Future Success, they've marked up at 17-2. And then you can get 12-1 and better about the balance. Daryl, so Frangipani, she's been holding her own. She's been in pretty good form. She's solid. I mean, what gate is she jumping from on?
She's still gate 4.
So that's, okay, so pace-wise, what do you see?
Yeah, I just want to touch on the form updates for numbers 1 and 2. They both ran in the same race behind Into Dancing. Blood of Eden, who once again cracks a awkward draw, finished third, beaten 2.5 lengths, and number 1, Future Success card, was well beaten, ran fourth, 10 lengths behind the winner. So one should favour Blood of Eden over Future Success. Now, Frangipani, I think that was her best effort today, classed them out behind Hazy Daisy. The two of them, Clyde, pulled well clear of the balance of the field. And what a win by Hazy Daisy on Saturday.
Yeah, brilliant win, eh? Sure. She's good, eh?
And did you hear?
She's good.
Xander Spies shouting this is the Triple Crown winner.
Oh,
the
Triple
Tiara.
Tiara.
The Triple
Really?
Tiara. She will win the Triple Tiara. Did you hear him?
Yeah.
Yeah, Clyde. So
I can tell you who's going to win the Triple Crown.
who? Tell us.
Dawson's horse,
Is it?
isn't it?
Will it stay?
Won't it? Heavenly
I
Blue?
don't know.
Won the Derby.
Yeah, lovely sort.
Sure, that's a machine, that.
Yeah, so Frangipani was actually meant to run a few weeks ago when that meeting was washed out on the inside track at Serpentine. So I don't think she's going to be too much in need of this outing. Now, I've backed her up, Clyde, with number 4, Chickasaw. She comes to the Highvelds, making her local debut for Fani Bronkhorst.
Yes.
And I had a look at her breeding. Her dam won 2 races over 2,000 meters, and both her siblings won races over 1,800 meters. So it's interesting that he steps her up in trip. She now goes 1,800, and I think if that's more in her favor, she could certainly trouble Frangipani of I've got numbers 3 and 4.
I think it's a stable you must start following, huh?
Yes, I do believe so. They
Fani.
went through,
Yes.
they went through a little bit of a quiet patch,
You
but
spotted the same thing?
yes.
Yeah. Okay, so Chickasaw is going into the play with Frangipani here in our PA. That will cost you $5.76. We do have a PA banker that comes up just now, and that's in race number 5. We are bankering that horse. Is that right? Number 3, Take No Prisoners in the PA? Yep, that's our banker. $5.76. Okay, let's get our pick six on. Remember, it's the World Sports Betting Grand Heritage coming up on the 20th of December. That's the December month here on the Highveld anyway. We look forward to that. And this particular event should run at about 10-2. I can tell you that Muzi's got the ride, Muzieni on the 10 Eiger Sanction. We haven't got a jockey yet for number 13 Diesel Shadow. But 14 Olympian Gold, the other St. John Grey horse is top of the boards. It's at 7-2 with only 51.5 on its back. Number 5 Dark Silver is the second choice. At this moment in time is 9-2. Number 4 Kudzu's been priced up at 11-2. 3 Jordan is 17-2, and number 6 DJ Junior is at 17-2. Also in that bracket, they're mentioning the 11 Robert Browning, 17-2 at the moment, and then 10-1 about the 1 Mount Darwin. But it's a tricky race, not easy this, huh?
Very tricky.
Yeah.
Kudzu, you can see he's a trier, Clyde. He'll give off his best. I don't know if he's going to be ridden differently. Maybe try follow 1 or 2 through this time round. I'll give him a winning chance. Dark Silver. Now, I know the form line wasn't framed over the weekend with the Playboy Bomber, but I wouldn't read too much into that, Clyde, because the Playboy Bomber was caught 3 wide. Had no luck. Was overdoing it in running. Excuse me, Clyde. Now, he's got a tricky draw to contend with, but there's that long vaal back straight, and Calvin's going to get him into a handy position. Attempt to. So hopefully he breaks well and he can get there without too much energy being exerted.
Yeah.
So I'll give him a chance, Heavenly Dark Silver, because he's cherry ripe now.
Yes.
And he's more distance suited too, so strong winning chance. The improver has to be Jordan. I liked his comeback effort on the classic track. Then last time out in the mud, I think he just got a little bit stuck, to be quite frank. It wasn't a great effort. He just plodded. Peak run, neat draw, 1800 perfect for him. So I'm leaning towards Jordan as the likely winner. Also like the look of, as a little bit, as Johnny G likes to say, a little bit of Mount Darwin over here. He's never far off. He's got a nice draw and he loves the vaal. But the race doesn't stop there, Clyde. I'm touching on numbers Kudzu and Mount Darwin, right? But have a look at Flashy Apache. He's so much better off at the weights. I think 8.5 kilograms with that apprentice allowance. So he comes into the reckoning. And if you like him, Phyllis Sunday has opted to jump ship and go with Robert Browning, who can blow hot and cold on his days. He's useful when he wins, but when he's not as his best, he's not very good, Clyde. And then Olympian Gold, lovely post-maiden efforts. He got a nice penalty,
No
1.5 kilograms, low weight, lightly raced. He can feature. I've gone with the top weights here, numbers 1, 3, and 4. And 5.
But it's sounding deeper than that. Pick sixes, if they can afford, go deeper or not?
Clyde, my original pick 6 was 57,000.
Goodness.
So take note. This is a skeleton for
Sure.
$2.5 grand. It's a skeleton. You'll see my jackpot 2 is a similar amount. That's how difficult it is.
Okay, well, let's hope we get through the first leg. That's 250, what's that, 260 Rand for 10%, based on what Daryl structured on screen. Okay, back with us, race 5, handicap, and it's over 2,000 meters where Take No Prisoners and Peace Treaty take each other on again off the Arctic Silver form line. There's not much separating them. I think Peace Treaty is probably a kilo better off on the meeting, so he should finish in front of him. But Daryl will tell us more about it. The betting, let me just pull it up for you from Betway. What are we doing in this event? Let me find race number 5 for you quickly. And they've got Peace Treaty, the favourite, the 5 horse at 33-10 to win Monday morning. Take No Prisoners is 7-2 second favourite. Then the 10 horse Magellan is at 5-1 and 11-2 about the 4 Arlington Action. Those are the ones that are quoted single numbers. Then it's double figures about everything race. I thought 2 horses really. I'm not sure if you need to go deeper than that, or do you?
If I had to go deeper, I'd look at numbers 12, Cassis Bella. I just think he's lost the plot. I can't believe he's down to a 64. I don't know what's wrong there. The Merciful, number 14, and 4 Arlington Action. But Clyde, I had to stop somewhere. And I've stopped with numbers 3 and 5. Now, Peace Treaty, you're correct in saying that he's a kilogram better off, and he had the beating of Take No Prisoners. But he needs to be put to sleep and given a chance. So here's a horse that's drawn out after all the scratchings. What scratched here, Clyde?
1.
Banner Bridge. So he's going to be drawn 10, and maybe things really don't go his way in the early stages, because I think firstly, I believe Calvin's going to pick up the ride for Mr. Terry. That's my opinion. So the instructions will be to give him a chance, because he always does his best towards the latter stages of the race. So I don't think they're going to change tactics. Whereas the very lightly raced Take No Prisoners, who's only having his 5th start to date, is well drawn. And he's super fit now, having his 3rd run after layoff. I think Callan's going to put him in the race early. So he should really get first run on him. So despite being held on paper, I think he's got a possibility of reversing the form. I'm going 3 from 5 over here.
Okay.
Yeah, we actually saw Dance King win a very, very nice race from that form last time out. I might just add, Clyde, I wasn't happy with the head position of Take No Prisoners. He was hanging in, but his head was awkward at the same time. I don't know what to make of that. But I'm sure Matt and Mark and Callan, all 3 have sat down and worked on something, perhaps changed something, because that is a concern. But I think he does have the chance now on Tuesday to show us that he's better than 85.
I think taking a Prince is probably going to be better over the 2000
Yeah,
than Peace Treaty.
I believe so too.
Do you?
Yes.
Yeah, okay.
I'm going 3 from
Well,
drive.
happy with that. We'll take that jackpot. Let's move on now to race number 6. It's a handicap. We're going over the 1200. It's up the straight on course. Scratch the 1. Scratch the 4. They're not running. We've got some jockey changes for you in this event. And note that Callan Murray is riding number 12, Daring Act. That's the latest change. There'll be more changes as we go. So keep plugging into SA Horse Racing. They'll give you an idea of declarations and the latest in that regard. Hopefully you've opened your Betway account already, because that's the QR code that you needed to use. And remember that with Betway at the start of the month, now that it's a brand new month, those of you that are taking your tote bets and your whatever turnover you're doing with Betway, there's a 6% accumulation of all that, so that when you open your account, you've got money already in there without having to make a deposit. Now the morning is that, or the betting that is this morning, is that number 6, Captain Efficient, is at 22 to 10. 12, Daring Act is the next in at 7 to 2. 7, Falcon Strike is priced up 5 to 1. So Stinky Pooh will be hoping for a good day. He's got the second and third favourites here, both from Robin Claassen. And number 9, Time for Charity, is at 11 to 2. 8, Kotinos, I must mention that. 13 to 2. Yours, Misty Metal, is at 8 to 1. I bet 14s and better about the balance. Yeah, I'm not sure. I don't know where to go yet, to be honest.
Yeah, from here we run for cover, Clyde.
Is
Because,
it?
yeah, this looks like a repeat of the Summer Cup meeting from this race onwards. It's really tough. Firstly, form updates. Misty Metal, 7th, beaten 5 lengths by Vanakam. Falcon Strike, 3rd behind Daring Act, beaten 3.5 lengths. Time for Charity, 5th, 2 lengths behind Vanakam, and obviously Daring Act beat Tiger Storm by just under 2 lengths, a length and 3/4. Now his rating has been put up to a 63, and he's set to carry 58.5. Now Clyde, if you go to the run behind Peregrine Falcon,
Yes.
who for Follow Millions held both of them, but Follow Millions is out now. Jet Cat beat Daring Act by 2.5 lengths, and he's bet off at the weights. So Jet Cat's going to be my third choice over here. Then a little bit of a sneaker here, and I'm a little bit concerned because of the draw. Legendary is drawn towards the outside, and I don't know where the best going is going to be, but I like the fact that his ratings plummeted down to a 69. I mean, he was as high as an 80, and surely he has to be competitive off this sort of mark. Having his third run off the arrest, and the blinkers come off too. So all of that into the melting pot, I can actually see some improvement from Legendary. I mean, he's run behind War of Kingdoms, Choi Sonata, Hong Kong Xenophon. I think that's form good enough to compete over here. So a sneaker in number 2, Legendary. But Captain Efficient, even with Follow Millions in the race, he had an opportunity to beat him once again, because if you go back, to reverse the form with him, because on that 26th of April, he finished behind Follow Millions, and he was better off. And then on the Valieva run, he beat Follow Millions, and he was 2.5 kilograms better off. He has been off the track for 52 days, and look at the comments in the computer form. Respiratory noise, respiratory noise. That's an issue, and that's a major concern.
But Gavin's back on him now.
Yeah.
So that's a big help.
I really am not happy going into this race. Legendary is my sneaker. Captain Efficient, I think the one to beat. And Jet Cat is Jet Cat, Clyde. What can we say about him? I mean, how old is he now? He's 10 years old.
He's 10, a good old man. Doing well. He's doing well for Mrs. van der Westhuizen and the van der Westhuizen team. Okay, well, that's the latest. Legendary, by the way, Daryl Schudy's 33 to 1 on this Monday morning as we go into race 6. Okay, Daryl did say it gets harder and harder, and it certainly does going into this race, but maybe we can get some money out of it finding some Shrudies here for you. It's a handicap at the 80 level. They're up the straight over 1,200 meters. And this morning's market's got number 1, Mr. Wilson, as the 7 to 2 favourite. But they're bound to drift and go 5-1 the field, yeah, I'd imagine. 8, Antonio Gaudi is the next in. He's currently at 5-1. The 4, Clever Trevor, is priced up at 11-2 on the Monday morning. The 17, Peregrine Falcon, is 11-2. And the 7, Red Penny, has been priced up at 8-1. 8, Romilly, not without a chance, 8-1. And they bet 14-1. A horse like this horse, Satyagra, who's at 14, who must have some sort of claim if he starts to find his better form. I know he's got ability, this horse, because Advocate Reddy has told me time and time again that he's a very, very nice horse. So whatever you do, Daryl, don't leave him out.
I've got him in my pick 6 and jackpots. This race is so difficult, Clyde. I just decided to tip in a swinger box with my PA horses. Sure, if you catch one swinger, I'm sure we'll make a profit. That's how difficult it is. Clyde, I don't know where to start. What I can say is if number 18, Spy Story, gets a run, he becomes a player. Drawn 1 in good form. How can we leave him out? I put him in my pick 6 and my jackpots because if he does get a run, I don't want to go out. Antonio Gaudi was beaten by Mr. Wilson and he's worse off at the weights. But he's in cracking form, drawn towards the outside, very fit. Robbins had a winner again and you can follow him. Mr. Wilson, the pennies dropped for him. I mean, he's now returned to winning ways and I can see him featuring. He, last time out, had the run of the race. It was around the bend and he was drawn 1. So things went well for him on that occasion. Clever Trevor, let me just get a comment. It was great to see the Hollywood boys up in the Halfveld for the Betway Summer Cup. He's returning from a break in which he was gelded, drops to 1200 and will ideally be at his best over further. Okay. And the exact same for My Lucky Charm. So they're racing fresh, you never know, Clyde.
Yeah.
And there will be a bit of giving the ground. Number 6, Can You Dance? Very, very happy with his penultimate start when he was out at the weights. I mean, he had strong horses in that race. Shadowfax. Who else was in there? There was a horse at... who was it, Clyde?
Have a look. Pull it up. Got it. Have you got the race?
I'm trying to think. King Harold was in there.
Okay, there you go.
King Harold, Shadowfax, they dominated the market. I mean, he was out at the weights on that occasion. Then things went wrong for him in his second run after rest. However, he's drawn towards the outside. But I like the fact that his ratings come down to an 80 and he's back in a handicap. Number 12 of here, Ready, Set, Fire. Have a look at his rating, right down to a 77. On his day, this horse, if he breaks well, he's very quick. And they're now trying him over 1200 with blinkers, Clyde. If he doesn't over-race, firstly, if he breaks well and he's up handy and he doesn't over-race, I think he could string a bit of a surprise over here.
20-1.
This is a nightmare.
Okay, that's it. That it is. And in the PAs, it's Can You Dance, Red Penny that we're going in the PA, the 8 horse Antonio Gaudi, and the 12 Ready, Set, Fire. 1,500 meters. That's the race we now run in this middle stakes, and it should run at about 10 past 4. We haven't got a jockey yet for 2 or for 7. Not at this time. It hasn't been updated, but you just go on to SA Horse Racing and they'll give you all the information you need. 7-2 the field here. 1 Argo Valley. Savannah Belgello's got that ride. So that's a big help to take the 4 kilos off that weight. And at 7-2 favourite. Joint with the 9, Dylan's Champ, who's 7-2. 8, Jabera is at 5-1. Number 4, Mastership is 7-1. 11 on the card, who is last card to pass, is priced up at 7-1. And then they got Master Christmas, number 3, at 10. They bet 14-1 and better about the balance. I like a bit of Mastership here personally, but from your end, Daryl?
Yeah, firstly, number 7 is now to be ridden by Fella Sunday and Goli.
Oh, is that changed? Okay,
yes.
So we can update that. Thanks for that.
And I need to add that she's my 4th choice over here, Clyde. I actually give her a chance. She comes out of the same form line as the Betway Summer Cup winner.
Okay.
Like a blend.
Yes, yes, I see that. All right, well done. So that's 16-1.
Yeah.
She's your 4th choice.
My 4th choice. Once again, I only went to swing a box with my top 3 selections, and It's spaghetti, Clyde. It is a middle stakes, and the best weighted are Gerbera, last car to pass. Kierkegaard's third best in of year, 1.5 kilos out with those two that I mentioned. Argo Ali, he races fresh. We all recall him a good couple of runs ago with Muzi Yeni in the irons. He was off the track, I think, for just on a year, and he blew the field away. So he's able of racing well fresh. Savannah takes 4 kgs off his back. Is it a prep for the Heritage? I do believe it is.
Yeah, it will be.
So I don't think he's going to be seen at his best. A lot of horses over here, I think that
Master Christmas also prepping
Master Christmas.
for the Heritage.
He's prepping for the Heritage. But Clyde, last time that was the last race at the Vaal where they abandoned the second last race, and they abandoned the last race because of light and the condition of the track. He was over racing at the back of the field, and I was very surprised to see him still stay on in the latter stages. He loves the Vaal. Mastership, back up the Vaal. Marco, on a very fit horse. He's not going to be sticking around. He's going to allow him to stride up front once again. And his penultimate start, when he got the better of Birthright, he was very impressive on that occasion. Care forgot the penultimate start. She caught the eye and was still in need of that. And then last time out, slightly disappointing. I think she'll run a much better race. And Gerbera, the same can be said about her. I mean, last time out, very, very disappointing. But her 2 comeback efforts after that rest were encouraging. Craig's down to 54. I mean, sure. Yeah, I don't know what to do over here.
She's decent, Gerbera. She's certainly got a chance. I just think Mastership's a better miler. And the 18, he hasn't been too bad, and he's fit, and that's why I like him. But okay, Master Christmas goes in here, despite probably prepping for the Heritage. 4 Mastership is the other one we like, and Daryl's on Gerbera. Welcome back. Right, where are we now? We are now the 9th race, right? This is a handicap 70. We're going over the mile. We've got some jockey changes. Kabela Matsanyani's on the 1, Global Impact. Samanga Kumalo's on the 5, Storm Ahead. And Callan Murray's on the 8, Mizzen Sword. That's all I've got in terms of the 9th. I don't have any changes or scratchings or anything else in that regard. Let me just have a look at the market and see what's going on here from Betway and pull that up. And they've got the 14, that was Vava Vegas, top of the boards. And he's been priced up at 9-2. It's that kind of race. It's not easy, but he's in good form, Vava Vegas, at the moment. 6 Oklahoma Twisters at 5-1 as the second favourite. Number 2, Guerrilla Warfare, certainly not without a chance, is trading at 6-1. St. John's other horse, the 10 Gamer, on Monday morning was 7. 7 Michael Faraday's 15-2. 9 the Mightiest, backed her a few times now. She needs to get our money back. And then the 5 horse Storm Ahead is at 10-1. The Mightiest, by the way, is 8-1. So 12-1 and better about the balance. Mr. Marie?
Yeah, help.
Yeah, which one?
Sure. Guerrilla Warfare is in cracking form, and he generally races up on the pace, Clyde. So the apprentice allowance, taking 2.5 kgs off his back off a fit horse. I think I'll give him a winning chance. Drawn towards the inside, middle inside. I like the fact. I think he goes well up the Vaal straight. He proved that last time out when running 4th beyond speed, man. I don't think that was a bad effort whatsoever. Very, very fit. Oklahoma Twister and Vava Vegas, they fought it out last time out. Obviously, Vava Vegas is 2.5 kilograms off his, or better off this time round. Wouldn't be surprised if Oklahoma Twister confirmed that form, because last time out there was nothing to actually give him cover and pull him through. He hit the front a long way from home, but he's drawn towards the outside. Whereas Vava Vegas is middle, it's probably going to take over to the inside. So Vava Vegas has also had a run in between that, and he's probably more racing fit. What a lovely run by Gerald Sadler's Olivia's Way in the Betway Summer Cup.
Yeah.
I thought she was going to get
so
it right.
Andrew Fortune said he hasn't ridden a Summer Cup when he was hoping to get it.
Yeah.
He almost got it.
Almost. Yeah, so
But
let's,
she hung.
yeah.
And I don't. We haven't heard the outcome of that incident, by the way, as to who caused what and what the ramifications were and all that sort of stuff. But that will come out, I'm sure, today. Monday we'll get a report on that.
And then Michael Faraday. Now, yes, he was very, very disappointing last time out. That was over 1700. He had won over 1700 in the past. But on that occasion, he was pulling. And I think if Gavin can get him to settle in the early stages, he can return to his better form. But it's key for him to relax in the running. Otherwise, he's just going to compound once again. Yeah, Clyde, the race doesn't stop there. These are once again my PA horses that I've decided to box in a swinger. Amandla Ngawentu went into my jackpot, so did Oklahoma Twister, so did the Martius, so did Gamer.
Okay.
So you make of that what you want.
So you give the Mightiest a chance. I mean, you
Drawn
like
towards the outside,
because I watched her last time. I backed her last time, and she was too far back, and she was running on at the end. And all that. Is the mile's not going to be too sharp, straight mile for
Well,
her?
it's going to be a soft mile.
Soft mile, so she should be a little bit handier, eh? I think.
I don't know. Let's
Yeah, if
full
she
gate
can
15. I'm hesitant tipping horses drawn towards the outside when the inside rail sets at 0.
All
Maybe
right.
that coin's cut up by now, Claude, and
Maybe.
you want to be on the outside.
Maybe so. Well, that takes care of Betway's Weighted to Win. Thanks, Daryl.
Thank you, Clyde.
Have a good week. We're back with you on Wednesday again.
We took a pounding, eh?
We took a pounding. It was all right. We'll get back into it. It'll be fine. And thanks, guys, all for watching. There are the latest selections for our last race here at the Vaal.